obviously the last time I played for Indonesia was in Qatar in 2024. Since then 2 years have gone past, and there's a few reasons why I've not been obviously called to the national team. One's that I'll probably leave today and come back to another time. Now's probably not the right time to talk about it, but I'm extremely happy to be here now. I'm honoured. It's my country, and I want to perform the best I can and make myself, my family, and the people of this country proud.
Coach and Elkan, I have a question for Coach and Elkan. Coach, when you first call and release the player, there is already 41 players, but now reduced to 21 or 23. And for the first list, there is a lot of young players, such Victor Detan or Adrian. But now in the final list, in my opinion, only two players, Dimitri and Mauro. But I want to ask you, how big is the chance from the two young players in this team or in these two matches? And what is your plan for the other players is not involved in the squad, the other young players in the future? And for Elkan, I want to know when the call is received in your side, first call, how do you feel? Happy or okay? And I want to know, how are you in the last 2 years when you're not in national team? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. It's a great question. I'm really happy someone asked about our youth in this country. I think it's super important to always incorporate young players into the squad. I always try and build a little bit of balance across the squad with twilight players, those over the age of 30, players in the peak ages, which is really the players you want to be taken to a World Cup or qualifying. And then the development players, 21 to 25, and then the breakthrough players, those 18 to 20-year-olds. So you always have got to get a balance in your squad, particularly in friendly matches. So the young players that we selected, we believe they've earned that right. If you're good enough, you're old enough. And from what I've seen Dimitri play now 4 times live. Every time I've learned something new about him and his performance, and from what I've seen, I think he has a lot of potential, the potential to move to that next level. So really important as a head coach that I can help him on his journey. If he's earned the right to play in training this week, then the more international games he plays, the more opportunity he has to springboard to that next level in the game. So that's just one player that I've seen, but those players on the outskirts, I will have a shadow squad that will come together in May. We'll have extended training for a group of U23 and senior players as we start to select for the Hyundai Cup. And I think I was quite public about this. This camp is a big European focus. The players from Europe, I've tried to bring them in this FIFA window, knowing that in July I won't have access to these players because of FIFA rules. So I will be using the local players in the July period, and then after July I'll be clear. Who will I take to the AFC Championship? So these 2-3 windows that we have in competitions gives me the big picture to test all of our players, to know who are the ones to take into AFC.
And it was in Qatar in 2024. Since then 2 years have gone past, and there's a few reasons why I've not been obviously called to the national team. One's that I'll probably leave today and come back to another time. Now's probably not the right time to talk about it, but I'm extremely happy to be here now. I'm honoured. It's my country, and I want to perform the best I can and make, you know, myself, my family, and the people of this country proud.
I just want to ask you about what do you see in Elkan Baggott. I don't know if you saw his growth because he played for Ipswich, Girang, Cheltenham, and various English clubs. So what do you see from Elkan Baggott, and for Elkan, with your experience playing for various clubs in England, what will you bring to the team this time for the FIFA series? Thank you.
Yeah, you can stop growing because he's making me look very short, that's for sure. And he's a guy who likes these Yorkshire puddings and gravy. We brought them to the team dinner last night, a real treat. But no, without he's a really fresh personality. I think for me, everything's about mentality. He's an ultimate pro from what I've seen in the last 4 days. He brings the right mentality, he has a positive mentality, he has a brave mentality, which I think this country needs. We need brave centre-backs that want to live on the ball, want to line break with their passes. I've seen that. And again, I think physically, you know, there's a certain style of player in England, and that's required to play the game there. And I think Elkan has a real physical profile that's quite unique in AFC and can really help us in our future. So all in all, you know, the first 4 days in training, super positive. I can see leadership qualities, and yeah, it's been very positive. Good start.
Very kind words, thank you. I'd say, you know, from my experiences in England, one that I've probably gained the most in the couple of years that I've not been here is, John touched on probably the leadership qualities. I think I'm quite vocal, and you know, I can help organise what's in front of me, what's to the side of me. That's something I've picked up the past couple of years. Physicality, I think. You know, when the players have come in the past 2 years, the team has naturally got bigger anyway, with the European players joining, but of course I bring that height. And yeah, I just think, you know, my capabilities on the ball, hopefully I can implement that and help play in the style John wants us to play as well, and use my qualities to, you know, hopefully, yeah, give a good performance for myself and for the team.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Stay updated. Info terkini masih banyak. Jangan lupa subscribe, like, dan share YouTube official OKZone. Dan selengkapnya ada di okezone.com.